Hey guys, this is Chetan for Gizmo Times and you're watching a camera comparison of the two major mid-range phones right now in the market. One that was previously launched, that's the Redmi Note 7 Pro from Xiaomi, and the other one, the Realme X, that's now in the market. After the Redmi Note 7 Pro, obviously you'll see the Redmi K20 that's going to be in the same price range but from the new Redmi brand, not under Xiaomi but from an independent brand now, and that is going to have the similar set of cameras. So obviously with the better ISP and chipset we expect that to do better. But if you already have a Redmi Note 7 Pro, how good is the camera of this one when compared to the Realme X camera setup? Because both have exactly the same cameras. It's the Sony IMX586 sensor, one of the best in the markets, with the f1.7 aperture lens, and that's the same in the Redmi Note 7 Pro also, having the same aperture size as well as having the same depth camera as well. It's the 5 megapixel f2.4 camera on both of them, and so the support for the video recording is the same. It's 4K at 30 fps, 1080 at 60 and 30. Also you get 960 fps slow motion video recordings, and with the difference here is with the front camera. You have a motorized camera on the front for the Realme X, and that is something new from Realme, at least in India, because it's the first time that the company is introducing a pop-up camera here. It's that notch display with that front camera on the Redmi Note 7 Pro, but it's a 16 megapixel selfie camera on the Realme X when compared to the 13 megapixel camera on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 7 Pro for selfies. So we'll be first showing you a lot of these captures where you'll be seeing that one is better than the other in different cases. It's not that one is leading over the other in every picture. In dynamic range, we felt that the Realme X actually is better with more blues, but when we went into the natural shots, something like leaves, the greens were actually similar to the naturality of what we saw on the Redmi Note 7 Pro. So in some cases the vibrant shots were better on the Realme X, in some they were on the Redmi Note 7 Pro. But with the portraits that we took, some of the portraits that came up better on the Realme X were always limited with the blur that you got, because on the Redmi Note 7 Pro what you have is that option of changing the amount of blur or the depth effect. It can go down to f1.0 when you edit the picture, and you can save multiple variants with the different blur effects. So that is an advantage of the Redmi Note 7 Pro over the Realme X, and that is not possible on the Realme X. But otherwise I would say that Realme X actually has some better capture capabilities. The dynamic range was better always, and the highlighting of the colors, it's more natural in most of the aspects, especially when there were faces being captured. When the faces are captured, it seemed not so warm, not so cool. It was a bit warmer on the Redmi Note 7 Pro when we tried to take selfies as well. So you can check out some selfies that we have captured, and we are comparing them here, both the natural selfies as well as the portrait ones. On portrait, I would say that the blur that was given, that was better on the Realme X. Again, it was lesser blur on the Redmi Note 7 Pro. So in that way, we felt that the Redmi Note 7 Pro's portrait shots were not as good as the Realme X portrait shots. But it always depends on your personal choice on how much blur do you want to see in the background, because sometimes it might also seem unnatural. But in this case, we didn't feel that it was too much of an unnaturality here, though it's a single camera that is working for the portraits, and it's the software that recognizes the face and the body and then blur the background. And we also did capture some of the other portrait shots with the selfies, and you can check out the Realme X camera review where we had shown those and shown that when we had the arm separated from the body, the gaps in between as well were noticed, and that is when the blur was noticed there as well. So there was a proper bordering done. So that way we felt that the Realme X has done quite a good job with the Snapdragon 710 and its ISP over the Snapdragon 675 and its ISP, having the same set of cameras on both of them. So this is the selfie camera of the Realme X and the Xiaomi Redmi Note 7 Pro. So we are going to do a quick video to test out how they work. Actually a lot of wind, as you can see, and they are obviously shaking, both the cameras. This one with the pop-up camera is doing well so far, but it's actually brighter, seems brighter on the Redmi Note 7 Pro. But we'll see the final output on the computer, and then we'll decide which one actually seems like a better phone with the selfie camera as well. And also one feature that Realme has been talking about a lot is the nightscape. And nightscape, I would say that it was a hit and a miss in most of the cases here. We tried some of the nightscape shots, mostly indoors. We saw the Realme X not being able to always focus on the pictures. On the other side, the pictures were a bit too noisy on the Redmi Note 7 Pro, and also the colors were not so close to what they were on the real life. Although yeah, it's obvious that under nightscape you might not expect the colors to be so good, but when we compare these two phones exactly, colors were actually coming out better on the Realme X. So I would say that in nightscape, I won't say, or the night shots that night mode that is given on the Redmi Note 7 Pro, I won't say one is better than the other in most of the cases, but Realme X is a tad bit better than the Redmi Note 7 Pro. And you can check out the videos that we have captured here of the regular video, the selfie video, and also the focus to see how quickly the focus jumps from one object to the other when we try to take a close-up video. So this is the test of the Realme X and the Redmi Note 7 Pro, both having the same cameras. So a video recording test with a full HD plus video with 60 FPS. You could see which one is more stable. Both are being held together and there's no extra movement on one of them. And even the mics might be muffled, I guess, because of the finger placement, but you can check out the colors here, which is actually looking better on the colors part. Also the movements, I mean, they both seem to be almost the same with the stability, and there's actually quite a lot of wind here. It's too windy, so that's why you might not be able to hear what I'm talking, but that's fine. And comment down below telling us which one you actually like better. The left one was always the Realme X and the right one was the Redmi Note 7 Pro. So keep checking them out and let us know which one you actually liked, which one has better pictures according to you, and which one also took better videos. So this was the camera comparison of the Realme X and the Xiaomi Redmi Note 7 Pro. I hope you like this video. If you do share and subscribe to Gizmo for more. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.